COVID-19 vaccine fundraises over 241 million USD. Vietnam, Cambodia conducts joint maritime patrol. Green growth planning sets for tourism sector. Ho Chi Minh City nominated for Asia's Best MICE Destination in 2021. Hello, it's Trần again and welcome to FBNC News with latest updates from Vietnam. Nearly 1 million doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines donated by the Japanese government arrived at Nội Bài International Airport in Hanoi on late June 16th. Minister of Health Nguyễn Thanh Long, representing the Vietnamese government, received the COVID-19 vaccine badge at the airport.
Addressing the event, Minister Long expressed his joy to receive the vaccine shipment as donation by the Japanese government, saying that this gift is an example of the flourishing relations between Vietnam and Japan, especially amidst complicated developments of the pandemic and critical shortages of vaccines on a global scale. Vietnam is committed to effectively use of the vaccine as soon as possible, Long said, adding this batch of the vaccine would be transported to Ho Chi Minh City on June 17th morning to inoculate the people and workers in the southern city. He also said that Vietnam is the first country in Southeast Asia that has received COVID-19 vaccine aid from Japan. Japanese ambassador to Vietnam Yamada Takio said the donation is a testament to the long-standing friendship between Japan and Vietnam, and Japan wishes to connect with the international community, especially with Vietnam, to overcome the pandemic. The Air Japan flight departed from Narita International Airport in Tokyo at 6:45 p.m. on June 16th, carrying the temperature-controlled shipping containers to maintain 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, the ideal storage condition for AstraZeneca vaccines. During the meeting with the Japanese ambassador on June 15th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính thanked the Japanese government for the donation following his phone call with Japanese counterpart Suga Yoshihide.
As of 5 p.m. on June 16th, Vietnam's COVID-19 vaccine fund received over 5.54 trillion Vietnamese dong, equivalent to 241.48 million US dollars, from more than 300,000 organizations and individuals. The fund is set up to receive, manage, and use voluntary financial and vaccine donations and assistance from domestic and foreign organizations and individuals, along with other legal sources, for the COVID-19 vaccine procurement and import, research and production in the country, and the provision of vaccines for people. Managed by the Ministry of Finance, the non-for-profit fund will use the mobilized capital resources for right purposes and in line with legal regulations, ensuring publicity, transparency, and efficiency. It is subject to the examination, inspection, and auditing by relevant state agencies and to the supervision by the Vietnam Fatherland Front and the community. Vietnam needs 150 million doses of vaccines to administer about 75% of its population this year, with total costs amounting to 25.2 trillion Vietnamese dong, equivalent to 1.09 billion US dollars. The Vietnam People's Navy and the Royal Cambodian Navy co-organized the 63rd Annual Joint Maritime Patrol on June 14th to 15th. Ship 251 from Naval Region 5 of the Vietnam People's Navy and the Ship 1142 from the Naval Base of the Royal Cambodian Navy participated in the patrol. The patrol focused on search and rescue operations and combating pirates, smuggling and trafficking of drug, weapons and explosives, as well as maritime flag and land signal training. The two sides also exchanged information about COVID-19 to take measures against illegal entry. Minister of Labour, Invalids and Social Affairs Đào Ngọc Dũng proposed the World Bank continue to help Vietnam in addressing core issues in social welfare, poverty reduction, and in narrowing the gap between regions at his meeting with World Bank Country Director for Vietnam, Caroline Turk, on June 17th.
Dũng appreciated the World Bank's support for Vietnam in general and his ministry in particular, especially in the fields of labor, employment, social welfare, vocational education, and labor market improvement over the past years. The World Bank official said the Vietnamese government and Ministry of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs have effectively carried out social welfare packages amidst complex developments of COVID-19 outbreaks. She affirmed that in the coming time, the World Bank will share information and ideas about the social security system, provide technical assistance to the ministry in reforming the pension system, strengthen cooperation with the private sector in building a labor market information system, and promote non-cash payments in implementing social protection. Dũng told the World Bank Country Director that Vietnam is working towards inclusive social security in line with the 13th National Party Congress resolution, which stresses the need to ensure economic development and social welfare equality at the same time. In the coming time, the ministry set the tasks of making sustainable development policies so that everyone has the opportunity to participate in and enjoy social economic achievements and reduce the gap between the rich and the poor, especially in ethnic minority areas. It will also issue social welfare policies to support workers, especially those in industrial zones and laborers in the informal sectors in the time to come. Regarding a digital transformation project, the minister asked the World Bank for technical support to carry out digital transformation in vocational education, job change, non-cash payments, and to build the national database on social security until 2030.
Ho Chi Minh City has become one of the 8 candidates nominated for the title of Asia's Best MICE Destination 2021 by World MICE Award. The awards is a category of the prestigious World Travel Awards, or WTA. The other nominated destinations are Bangkok of Thailand, Beijing of China, Hong Kong of China, Kuala Lumpur of Malaysia, Macau of China, Seoul of the Republic of Korea, and Singapore.
This is also the category that Ho Chi Minh City has excellently won in 2020. The World MICE Awards were launched in 2020, aiming to promote the growth and innovation of MICE tourism on a global scale by honoring leading organizations and destinations with fairness and transparency in the rules and voting. The voting will be conducted via website worldmiceawards.com from June 9th to September 14th. The results will be announced on November 1st, 2021. In Vietnam, the MICE tourism form has been exploited by many companies in recent years, gaining positive initial results. Development of MICE market is one of the goals of Vietnamese tourism sector's development strategy. Ho Chi Minh City, with a favorable investment and business environment, has long been a choice for international conferences and meetings. The destination is equipped with some admirable establishments for meetings and exhibition all season, which meets the standard of international guests.
Container goods shipped via Vietnam's seaports still maintained growth in the first half of this year despite the COVID-19 pandemic, said the Vietnam Maritime Administration, or VMA. Specifically, the total volume of goods via seaports reached nearly 363 million tons in the first 6 months, up 7% annually. Container cargo for exports was almost 4 million TEUs, up 17%, while the imported container cargo surged by 26% to over 4.1 million TEUs. Domestic container cargo reached more than 4.3 million TEUs, marking a 24% hike. Statistics by the VMA showed that in the beginning months of this year, several seaports saw high increases in the volume of container goods such as Mỹ Tho up 74%, An Giang up 50%, Ho Chi Minh City over 17%, and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu 38%. Others reported decreases such as Quảng Ninh down 97%, Thanh Hóa 60%, Cần Thơ and Bình Thuận 10% each. The Prime Minister has approved a task on planning the tourism system for 2021 to 2030 with a vision to 2045, which aims at a sustainable development toward green growth, harmony between tourism development and conservation, environmental protection, climate change adaptation, and ensuring national defense security. The task will set goals to clarify growth orientations for national tourism sites and areas with tourism potential, manage the development of the sector and build middle and long-term plans and programs for it, and lay basis for the mobilization of social resources for such development, among other matters. Solutions to achieve these targets include those related to promotion of products and market businesses, human resources, transsector and regional cooperation, investment policies, environmental protection, and community engagement. The capital city of Hanoi will pilot the rental of electric bicycles to facilitate connections among local bus routes and the Bus Rapid Transit or BRT system from the third quarter of this year. The pilot project will be launched by the Municipal Department of Transport and the University of Transport Technology on the route from the Aeon Mall Hà Đông to the Văn Khê BRT platform until the end of 2023, followed by a review to expand the module to the entire city. With funding from the European Commission and government agencies, the service will be offered free of charge in the pilot period. According to the Hanoi Department of Transport, the project aims to improve the efficiency of public transport services as well as reduce personal vehicle use. Buses are currently the only means of public transport in Hanoi, comprising more than 100 routes operated by the state-owned Transerco and several private companies. The English version of the Journal of Asian Business and Economic Studies, or JBS-A, has been included in the list of Emerging Sources Citation Index, or ESCI. This is the first economic journal of Vietnam to enter the list, according to the professor and Dr. Nguyễn Trọng Hoài, editor-in-chief of JBS at the University of Economics, Ho Chi Minh City. The ESCI was launched in late 2015 by Thomson Reuters as a new database in Web of Science. This index was produced by Clarivate Analytics since 2017, which includes over 7,740 journals from various areas of research. Journals included in the ESCI cover all disciplines and range from international and broad scope publications to those that provide deeper regional or specialty area coverage. Web of Science core collection content is uniquely selective and indexing is uniquely consistent. Every article and all cited references from every journal have been indexed, creating the most comprehensive and complete citation network to power both confident discovery and a trusted assessment. And that has wrapped up our program for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.